Where my eyes to see the beauty of sunrise before the sunset. We walk before down and watch the day as it break. Yeah. This is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. Oh, this is the morning ride. This is the morning ride.
Good morning and welcome to Morning Ride with VIEWMAX. My name is Chief Tio Perenyam, called the typical teamer from Boko Dishan. The one of water, the tea haribu, the akola we want, the zegemuru kasamba, the grace of Almighty Jesus, the kura yasenutif. This is me in my present tense. Nenge. I am here this morning because I want to be the reason that someone is smiling. It's not just smiling. I want to be the reason that somewhere will feel that there is goodness in humanity. That is why I am here to make all of you happy, because I know when you are happy, I am also happy. And I'm not here alone. I am here with my friend, the big one, Mara Inusa. Mara Inusa, good morning.
I will like it's like you that try me, you don't call me the big one. If you don't call me the big one, very soon I promise to me I would call you the ancient one. The ancient one of our time. Still, on point, I'm happy to be here, but it's the sweet one because this morning, before I come out, my wife then rub my head. They rub me some more sweet something, you understand? But it's okay. Good morning, contra people. Na me, Mala Inusa, Yawa, the Fresido Association, I am condemned for Yawa. I dare here and I dare to follow my brother. We'll check you one or two. Go back.
Well, I don't know the hacker about this thing. This thing, Kwaneka hackeringa. But all we are here to do this morning is to tell the people the things that is happening in Nigeria. I told the other people the other day that anytime you close your eyes and open your eyes again in Nigeria, something new will come out. If you close your eye again, open in another minute, another something will come out. So this time around like this, we are here to pass information, to give education where necessary. And then we do some little entertainment and make everybody happy. That is why we are here. In Nigeria today, I heard something that is touching me very well. That thing is touching everybody. But it's not the right time yet. We will talk about some other things. And let me tell you, now that we are here like this, we are not going to be selfish with our VNA information.
At all.
As we will give it to you the way it is happening, the way it is coming. And this morning like this, we are here to give you information about what is going on in Nigeria, what is going on in America, what is going in UK and US, what is going in France. In fact, around the whole world, we have mirrored the whole world, and we are here to give all of you as it is happening, because we know that if you are staying in your house, sometimes some of you may not even give the opportunity. Even if you have the opportunity, some people will not use him. They will sit like this. Some people will have data, you have everything, they will not use him. But that is why we are here, to make sure that what they cannot access themselves, or what they will not remember to access, we access and then throw away it to them, so that all of them will see. Now we have so many things that we want to discuss.
Things we were talking about.
Things and things.
Even me, carry myself prepared the crime. Because you get one way touch my heart.
Don't worry.
You go bring it, because that thing touch my kidney.
This is your kidney, or the upper kidney, or the lower kidney?
This is the lower kidney here.
Okay.
The lower kidney now you touch. So
you see, the one that is spinning me, you know, I'm a sport rover. I told you the other day that we are the Bruce, no?
Now you Bruce. Which Bruce? Which side? Which club? The Bruce?
You don't know the Bruce? These people that are winning trophies, that are winning, we are going to the Bruce. We are going to win UEFA champions. We are going to win Europa. We are going to win this one that is looking like a tray. How do they call it?
Community shit center.
This one that all the community don't agree to give us, the Chelsea Bruce.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
The Chelsea Bruce, you are not the player.
Chelsea Bruce.
I say, since you know Chelsea, which side una the player? What will be the name of una stadium?
Our stadium. Now the stadium where Chelsea, where the Bruce. See, I am a real blue.
You are, I know I give with you, man. I know say you not be real blue. Kuma be baba blue. Myself, I say you not be. I say which size about a stadium? Whatever the name of the stadium.
It did Maraba no around that new now. You don't know him. That's stadium, eh?
You see, that's what I take because now say una go say you'll be supporter of a cooler. You not go sabi what things a cooler is there about because how you go telling me say Chelsea blue way the take. Which blue again there for Nigeria? Which blue there for the world? You go say Chelsea blue. Stop.
See, I'm a full member and chairman of supporters club of Maraba United, though.
So the Maraba United will win Champions League.
Yes, no.
Now them go win Community Shield.
Yes, no.
Now them go win Premier League.
Exactly.
That's why I say you are an ancient one. Because you don't go sabi what is happen now. The track of England football. You the track of Maraba United.
Nigga, see. England football, you are talking about England, is Nigerian boys, not our boys not playing in England. Our boys are also playing in England. You see, right now,
no,
like this, we have prepared 2 boys, 1 defender, 3 defender, 1 midfielder, and 1 striker from Maraba United. We want to send them for trial in Europe. And when they go, 1 of them will go to Chelsea. We will deliver 1 to Liverpool, so that he will be there and be pulling them.
So this way bill, the way bill human being. You deliver 1, you deliver 1, you deliver. So now way bill, you want to package them. Come on, way bill.
Yes,
that's why you talk. You want to wrap them. They give this patch rider. You go give them for Liverpool. You give Manchester City. Manchester City. Then Leicester, Leicester. You go carry 1 go 40 for there.
No, we're not giving Leicester City anyone. The 3rd one is going to Vianney and Tottenham, so that he will remain here and be harming all of them.
I give up on you.
Thank you very much.
They tell me something what happened for the football.
No, I want leave that thing alone first. When engineer, when we go on break and come back, when we return, I will tell you that thing. Well, this time around, I know that all of you are waiting for us to tell you the things we have for you this morning. I will tell you, but we want to take 1 small break like this. When we come back from that break, I will tell all of you all the things that we have in our repertoire this morning to give you. Let's go on break first.
I opened 2 gifts this morning, there were my eyes to see the beauty of sunrise before the sunset. We walked before down and watched the day as it break. Yeah, this is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. Oh, this is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. I open to get.
Meet Albert. He owns several businesses across Nigeria, as well as investment. He is always excited to see his investment blossom, but lately, he has been so sad. The economy has not been as good. Since the pandemic, ROI is low, his funds are stuck or way beyond his reach. Meet Regina, Albert's friend, with a decent disposable income, but so scared to invest after hearing Albert's story. She is also skeptical on what platform is safe and secure to invest in. Albert and Regina, you have worked hard, and it's time to start making good returns by investing the smart way. Start SmartVesting. How do I mean? SmartVest is an investment product from the Endama Group, owners of Farm4Me, VIEWMAX, and CPAS. SmartVest enables investors to lock up a minimum of 2 million naira for a period of 2, 5, 10, 15, or up to 20 years. Enjoy 25% to 45% consistent unchanging return on investment. Collectible every 4 to 6 months, which means you can access funds to cater for your urgent needs while your investment still stays intact. Today, Albert is happy and Regina is more confident because they can invest smarter and get a higher ROI with SmartVest. You can access SmartVest on the VIEWMAX app, CPAS app, and Farm for Me app.
I opened two gifts this morning, there were my eyes to see the beauty of sunrise before the sunset. We walked before down and watched the day as it dey break. Yeah. This is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. Oh, this is the morning ride. This is the morning ride.
Welcome back from that break. You are still watching Morning Ride with VIEWMAX Television. And my name is Chief Tio Perenyamko, the typical team man from Bukudishan. And I am not here alone. I am here with Mara Inusa. And Nenge, before we went for that break, I promise all of us that as we come back, I am going to tell you one thing that is bothering us so much, especially the sport lovers like me. Do you love sport like me?
You mean I support it? If anything is a fault, we but when they said the big people were like, see, when you the play football, if not for the fact that I just don't want to beat the kind of the ties Ronaldo, the Okocha, I just say okay, those are my boys. Make sure say they play good football before they will come access. If not you hear about the who is Lionel Messi. Who would be Ronaldo? This Ronaldo what they put.
Do you watch Premiership?
Premiership. I move out with the buff with Premiership. I say the talk of Premiership. Premiership is my tongue.
Did you watch the match that Chelsea played via West Ham United?
That one they beat Chelsea 3-2.
No, that match, that bone and ball. I said Chelsea do their play. The team was not working for them at all. Anyway, that is not the big story.
Tell me it's a big story.
The big story, Nenge. Do you know that Vianney, this body, UEFA, is believed to be the biggest football control in Vianney, in the whole world? Now, they do their draw for UEFA Championship. They do their draw for UEFA Championship. This draw for round of 16. UEFA does one thing that the whole world is marveling. UEFA does one thing like do you know that when they do their this thing, they do it like party primaries in Nigeria? Honestly speaking,
I see the thing yesterday.
Do you know Nigeria sometimes they will do party primaries, they will do round one, they will do repetition, they will go and prepare again and say that one is not correct, they will null and void, they will do another primaries. That is what UEFA did. UEFA did Vianney, UEFA did their draw. Imagine the first draw, Manchester United was drawn to play against Vianney, PSG. So that Vianney, Ronaldo and Messi, they will crash again.
They can leak for that thing and put before the foot what's the quite it Atletico Madrid with Bayern Munich.
That was the second draw, no?
No, the first one.
The first one. When they do that first one, they say they go look. They think him. They say Swanton don't do Swanton for Swanware. Now they have to do another draw. When they do that draw now, I discovered that Vianney, Manchester United, they don't give them to another team.
In Atletico Madrid.
Yeah. Now this one, Chelsea.
Chelsea na only Chelsea no change.
Chelsea they give Chelsea to Vianney. Lille.
No, Lille.
No, that name is Lille.
Lille.
Yes, no.
Lille.
Lille Football Club.
Na Lille.
No. Now, the problem I am having is that why should UEFA of all people do this kind of mistake? Is it a mistake? See, sometimes mistake can be by you make some mistakes. Some mistake can be organized. I don't know if it's an organized mistake or if it's a mistaken mistake. or if it's a natural mistake.
What you will need to understand is that, because even me, I'm beginning to look at it, because if you notice, you ever in a center where everybody they receive. So it could be
It's
like
the greatest body of football control body.
The way it is, some people when they say, are you sure the Ballon d'Or? The Ballon d'Or, there was no mistake.
Okay, Ballon d'Or.
The Ballon d'Or.
The Ballon d'Or. Baron d'Or. It's Baron, no? Baron d'Or. Is it not?
Where?
This one that somebody, they say this person play ball so well in his team. He play ball so well, then they will give him. See, that Baron d'Or, is it not the Baron d'Or they put, they nominate Vianney, N'Golo Kante, they nominate Joaquino. All these two are from Chelsea. They nominate Lewandowski. That Lewandowski, the man, that boy can play ball.
The leg in a fire.
I'm telling you.
The leg is a fire. So that one in the back me.
And his two legs is the same color. Even anyhow. He has two left legs.
No, all of them, all the legs get short.
Yes, that is why I say he has two left legs.
But keepers are scared of him now, because the way that guy the squad goal, you go think they carry the thing, give him a basketball, they play. Because then that thing they tell me, people itself, why would the text say even you upper and people is like they don't they do something people need to understand. You take say person win Ballon d'Or, I feel there is a mistake there.
This Ballon d'Or, you know Ronaldo name was there too. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano, Cristiano,
Cristiano. Cristiana is the same Chris, no? So his name was there. Messi was there. Messi, do you know the one that as the only thing I support Messi, if Messi carry ball like this and face any defender inside 18, as you touch him, capenda.
Penalty.
Yes, no capenda. If Messi carry ball, they will be giving him a chance. That is the only advantage I know. But now with this repetition of Ballon d'Or, so when people are beginning, even me, I'm beginning to think that could they have made the same mistake in the Ballon d'Or too?
That's not the thing they talk, because I feel the people are the pity now, Man U fans. First of all, when Man U see say they carry PSG give down, they remember watching Messi couldn't do that year for Champions League final. Okay, they're going they happy say UEFA say there's a mistake, they have to do the draw again. As they say they have to do the draw again. You know what believe the when they happy say now they will give them better people where they will fit to win. They will give and person and then we're praying that they should carry Bayern Munich and give Chelsea. Chelsea people still they pray. They give Chelsea Lille again. Carry Atletico Madrid. Carry Atletico Madrid. He neck Man U for body. He boy Man U say kai from point to fire.
No problem. You see, anything that qualify for UEFA, that thing is a champion in his zone. So all of them that are playing that ball, all of them are champions. So
what?
I'm telling you, there is no small boy. There is no Vianney. How do they call him? Is he Undertaker? This somebody that you can just play around with. Those ones. Underdog. I don't want to use the word dog. No.
They say underdog.
Let them be under what?
Underdog.
Underdog. You see, I don't like the word dog.
Okay, that's why you don't want to use it.
That's why I put Undertaker so that they can be taken.
What did they take for there? They can take
a lot of goals. No?
They go take a lot of
goals. No?
Because they go one man.
See, so there is no underdog in UEFA. Every team that qualifies to play for UEFA is champion. Everything that did not qualify for UEFA and qualify for Europa is another semi-champion.
No, that one Barcelona they take your backup pass. Sorry, good morning.
It's not just Barcelona now.
Barcelona after a long way, in fact, Bayern Munich use anger of the pass.
What about this one that they say they carry gun on their waist? Their name is Arsenal.
Oh no, Arsenal matter. We remove our hand from inside. Their Arsenal matter. We are singing Dorime for them, for God to help them. Because that's why they tell you about Baka, the anger that they did not give they did not give Lewandowski that year with the Ballon d'Or.
Ballon d'Or.
These people come back. Bayern Munich, best they said that they must deal with Barca. And if you see the way they play Barca, they knock it down goal. Even me, I did see the sweet to my body.
That Ballon d'Or, I don't know whether they used to lobby for him. I don't know the criteria they use. If not, by my judgment.
You're supposed to get Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
it's
not. No, if they are giving fans Ballon d'Or, nobody in Nigeria can compete with me. Because one, I watch all football matches. If Man U is playing, I watch. If Arsenal is playing, I watch. If Manchester City is playing, I watch. Tottenham playing, I watch. Arsenal playing, I watch. Even Barcelona playing, I watch.
But you don't watch.
Even Levante, when Levante is playing, I make sure I watch. Yes, no.
But why you don't watch it? How many people you sabi for there?
I know almost all of them.
You know almost everybody where they play the ball.
I'm telling you.
I don't agree. You want to lie for me? You are putting me on a pedestal or lie.
Call one thing, and there will name one or two prayers.
I shall call one thing.
Anything you call, I will mention one or two names of their prayers.
Tell me two players for Fenerbahce.
Fenerbahce.
Yes.
We have one black man there.
Tell me
that
the name.
His name used to be Kanote. I don't know whether he has changed his name again.
Sonte Kanote, when no the flavor since how many years?
He don't play before, no?
He don't play before. He never for Fenerbahce the flavor. He play for Sevilla, ne?
No.
You see, I don't tell you this.
No. Kanote go wrong. Kanote went on wrong.
From where?
From that other team to Fenerbahce.
Which other team?
The other thing that he prayed for, no.
I check it. You don't sabi it at all. So then tell me you are going to win the Ballon d'Or.
That is that one. No.
For points, you want to win what Ballon d'Or? With someone like me,
you don't watch ball. You don't watch ball in the first place.
No problem. I cannot argue with me. I hand over.
Well, you are still watching Morning Ride with VIEWMAX, and I am Chitio Perenyamko with my friend Mara Inusa. This time we are talking football. It does not mean that we are not supporting our own country, Nigeria, Super Eagles. So
no,
we are supporting Super Eagles, but something terrible that happened because we have never witnessed that kind of thing before.
Mistake.
That how can UEFA do Ballon d'Or or do draw for a round of 16 UEFA competition?
The sign of the mistake is
and they
the back
say,
room.
And they do mistake and they redo him again, like as if they are doing a political party primary election. It's not correct. That thing is touching. But engineer, our VNA Super Eagles, one thing is dangling.
Some people are not happy that it's okay for you to say Raw should go. But if Roy don't go, they're going to bring a Guabon. Somebody say a Guabon is Raw Pro Max. And say Guabon and Raw Pro Max. In fact, that the two bottles they are almost the same something like that.
That is why one of my grandson tell me grammatically. He said, "Do you know the problem of Nigeria is Eden per dem?" I say, what is Eden per dem? He says grammatical swanton, that is problem upon problem.
My God.
Yes, no.
Because if you ask me, the minute they say Raw is going, let the people don't go happy.
Somebody even post on Facebook, why is it now that the sack has been delayed? I said, Nenge, how can you say somebody's sack has been delayed when you're praying for the person to go? Okay, that is another side. The person has gone.
The one bring another
and
person.
You are bringing.
Who they bring?
How can you see? Let me tell you, as an elder statesman, I cannot pack from Gwarimpa to go and live in Kubwa.
My God, the Kubwa is even fine. You are taking a packing from Gwarimpa and you go somewhere like Mararaba or One-Man Village.
If I say Gwarimpa is even too big, when you are living in Mararaba, if you are packing from Mararaba, you are supposed to go to Nyanya, that is close to town, or you go to AYA. Then we know you have arrangement to go to town.
Very well.
This one that you pack from Mararaba in Abuja and you are packing to Masaka,
For inside Lepia.
That is, you are living.
For inside
you are packing from one village to an. You are not packing from village to village. Oh. You are packing from village and you are entering community.
Super village.
I'm telling you,
super
that is why I say
that's
community.
Why, if you hear me, so that's why I say now this thing Pro Max.
If they sack Ganeturo, we expect a coach that is bigger by name, bigger by profession, bigger by experience, that can come and handle Super Eagles. Then you are bringing a Guavon that you have tried once.
And you know,
you have tested
and do the thing. In fact, I think
politicians during their campaign, they will say, when they are campaigning, they will say, tested and trusted. This one was tested, not trusted.
No, some people they say not trusted because the minute they see Sena Hinde announced as the new coach, some people say, well, it's like we stop to watch Nigeria match. Because see, I support that they want to bring a home our own person to be our coach. But we get a lot of people where they do well as coaches for our local Nigerian league. They can carry some out down. Kokuma, you don't see the kind of what's it call him? Sansin Siasia. Siasia man a good somebody. We have trusted him and we are trusted. But
see, even me, I am a good coach.
You na coach for Mararaba FC.
No, I am chairman. VIEWMAX fans club, Maraba football club, the Bruce.
The Bruce.
We are the Bruce.
I don't hear you.
You see, I can coach very well, but the problem I have is that I don't know the number of the players. I don't know the one that is apart from number one. Number one, Kagolijera. Number two, I know that one is defender. Number three. Sometimes defending too. The less I don't know him. But I know somebody will play right hand there. Another person will play VIEWMAX left hand.
A good coach.
And very good coach from our side. Honestly.
I see it.
No,
I see it. I will not argue with you. You don't pray ball well. That's why they tell you don't pray. You know, it's a flare. Say you don't flare ball well. You don't flare.
I agree now. I say I pray ball very well.
You pray that they pray ball, they flare the ball.
I pray him. I pray. See, nigga, I pray football very well. That time if I was a goalie. Yes, I can pray
That's why the Kuala 20-0.
No,
they will score you plenty goals.
The time that they play at Blackburn United, play with my village that I keep as goalie, nigga, I catch 7 penalties.
How many be the penalty generally?
No, the penalty, you know that.
How many they go play where they catch 7?
See, let me tell you, know what happened? That time the referee was against my team because we were champions. It's one thing happened at the far end of throwing. He will blow, ping. Yeah, you point at the penalty. They will take ball from that center, come and play penalty. Then I was catching them. The 7th one, I catch him with one hand. I show him like this. I said, Nenge, you can't score me.
And as you catch him, you vex. You throw the thing inside net. Say, see, that boy, you not going to
it wasn't a goal. Anyway, we are still on Morning Lad with VIEWMAX. Nenge, let me tell you, as you are watching us like this, I know we are making you happy. You can also say, remove your phone or remove whatever you are browsing with and contribute. Your contribution to this program is very necessary. We will like it very much. Say something about what we are saying here so that we can know that you are actually there for us. We will take another break. When we come back from this break now, we give you paper headlines. We'll tell you what the papers are saying on the dailies in Nigeria today. Let's take a break very quickly. Don't go away. We're coming back.
I opened 2 gifts this morning, there were my eyes to see the beauty of sunrise before the sunset. We walked before down and watched the day as it break. Yeah. This is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. Oh, this is the morning ride. This is the morning ride.
This is Ade, a farmer who needs a loan to expand his farm. Farming will be easier if he had some more money and an efficient way to distribute his produce to buyers. Meet Paul, who does not mind making some extra income on the side, and Miriam, a die-hard investor who wants her money to work harder for her. Ade, Paul, or Miriam, VIEWMAX is here for you. VIEWMAX is an online platform that enables farmers, traders, and investors profit greatly from agriculture. With VIEWMAX, you can access loans as a farmer, invest in a farm, buy and store produce until the price is high enough to sell, invest in commodity exports, and earn 35% profit. You can also make more money selling your farm produce to off-takers. Farmer, trader, or investor, it is now easier to profit from agriculture. Simply log on to www.viewmax.com, register and create a profile, and you're ready to cash more checks for less. VIEWMAX, commodity trading made easy.
I opened two gifts this morning, there were my eyes to see the beauty of sunrise before the sunset. We walked before down and watched the day as it dey break. Yeah. This is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. Oh, this is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. This is the morning ride.
We come back from that break. It's still morning ride with VIEWMAX television, and I remain Chitio Perenyam, called the typical team from Bukudishan, and my friend Marainusa. I promise you people that as we return from this break, we are going to touch the papers, or at least let us do the VNA, the front page headlines
to see what they have.
Yes. So in Nigeria today, we'll be touching them one by each as it has happened, so that you will know that this is what is happening in Nigeria today. So for paper headlines this morning, let me tell you one thing. Do you know sometimes things will happen that papers will not carry him?
It's not possible, very possible. You know, center is a paper. I know they're everywhere. They need to paper with reporters. Not be all of them go get their eyes somewhere everywhere like that. So you will not blame them. So it's very possible that you will not have everything that has happened.
Let me tell you. Sometimes it will happen. Papers will see him. News will see him. And news cannot, because of maybe government intervention. Some stories are not stories to be aired though. Some stories, if you talk them before you stand up from here, this Pastor DPO people, they are waiting for you.
No, me I said to tell the talk. I know where you come from, but it's true because sometimes people then the fear they say what's will happen if I will talk about this particular center where they happen. If I go put to my mouth, because you see they say freedom of speech. There is freedom of speech, but they did not tell you what will happen after you finish to talk.
Well, what we're going to do, let us look at, let's start with Punch newspaper. And the Punch newspaper, the first headline that catch my attention is say, policemen invited to settle fight, kill mechanic. Don't understand. Policemen invited to settle fight, kill Lagos mechanic. What type of this?
That one a very painful sentence. They invite you, say, you can do feast maker. You can go, body can they sweet you. You say you want to prove to the person where they arrest, where they question problem. Say you na police. You can go there suppress you are what they call it till you carry body kill the person. It is very bad because I don't see why they go say come and separate fight. There now you want show you are muscle. You want show say you na baba. You na strong man.
See, this one that this man has done like this one, it don't take side already. You come, it's just like when they are fighting, somebody is fighting your brother, you say, stop fighting now, and you mold your bro. Somebody that is trying to do separation of fight, if you mold bro,
you want to
you have another agenda in your mind.
Thank you. You want to shift the jaw. You want to command the teacher. The other
if you are
person,
separating fight, open your hands so that we know that this one can say, don't fight again, don't fight again. But when you are saying, don't fight again with your left hand, and this one you mold your bro, no, there is a hidden agenda.
Something hidden.
Policeman that they call to come and do separation of fight, you don't call now, don't take over fight, don't kill mechanic. This one is it accidental discharge or intentional discharge.
This one there is no discharge. There is a dealing with. That's what you have.
Where that headline came from Punch, the Punch.
Yeah, Punch newspaper.
So in case you want to see the stories very well, go and get yourself one copy of that Punch, and you will see all the stories. But it's still baffling me that somebody they call to come and do separation will now take over fight and kill person. It's not correct at all.
Not correct.
We're still on the Punch newspaper. They say 3,125 killed, 2,703 abducted in 11 months. VIPs knock federal government.
That's a very important fascination. Don't carry their hand. They don't put their knock like this. They don't knock your federal government for head. Say, will they give you the detail in case you not go sabi?
3,125 killed. Then 2,703 abducted. That is, they kidnapped them. Abduction means carrying from your environment. Without your consent, taking you to an unknown destination. That is abduction.
All this one under 11 months. We never take a 1 year.
I'm telling you.
11 months. Remaining
that
1 month.
That is almost 6,000 people.
Remaining 1 month. Make it equal.
These ones that they even abducted, how can you know their fate, whether they are still alive or dead? You can't know. This is Nigeria.
It very in a certain way no go good because it be like say federal government the self. So the VIPs then say, well, if they think they are sleeping, we will wake them, tell them, say this matter they happen.
It is good. It is very good that Swan people have seen it and they want to stamp their feet down and tell federal government you must do something. Do something.
They must do something because if they not do, who want to do it?
We cannot continue like this. I like it very well. And that story came from Punch. We're still from the Punch newspaper. There's another headline say, strike will be indefinite. That is a dangerous one. Strike will be indefinite. Won't end until all agreements are fulfilled. This is coming from ASU.
Well, ASU, you know, sometimes I just feel like the problem on Nigerian football is not even too much. We have the solution. Because the way ASU used to strike, I think they should carry them and put as our striker in front of Nigerian football so they can strike for us. Because if you look at it from yesterday, they don't tell you, say, University of Ibadan, say Akona Ilorin, say the lecturers, some lecturers, therefore they never pay them nothing for how many months. A point we talked about it yesterday. So today, as we don't comment again, say, well, since that kind of thing was fit to happen, they don't comment. They want to do everything possible to make sure federal government answer them.
Let us concentrate very well on this ASU something. You know, one of my friend's son who is in Federal University of Agrichoko, Makudi.
Federal what?
Federal University of Agrichoko, Makudi. That boy has spent how many years there? That boy is, I think this is the 9th year the boy is spending there. And it's not that they are not teaching well. They are teaching well, but each time they want to write promotional exam, strike will come. And when the strike come, they will go back home.
That's one village people.
The time that he went with strike upon strike upon strike, the time that he came back again to finalize his exam, COVID-19 came inside again. And that one was the final blow. The boy is at home now. He has finished university, but he did not graduate.
That's why you people going back, you go carrying wife and children because by now it's supposed don't marry. In fact, the feel like say in village people, one word woman that whole calabash they turn it like this. Anytime you want to go and graduate,
I say I so strike now. Somebody called me from Rwanda. I told him strike is not a new thing. It has become a festival.
Well, it's normal if you don't hear strike. In fact, somebody say it's part of the prerequisites of some university. If you go through the university and you not go on strike, you are not complete.
You are not a complete
I don't think you are a complete
You are not
student.
a complete student.
But on the other hand, if you look at it, President government they do boju with asu they do you not go see me, you go see me, you not go see me. Because if you look at it, you go premise them something today, tomorrow they go come for that thing where you don't premise them. The next thing you go say, nothing is nothing. We will see what we can do. This kind of thing, and they continue the add.
Don't you see what Asu said? They say until all requirements are met. That is, I'm telling you, that is to tell you that the thing is not one, it's not two, it's not three, they are plenty. Well, we'll take more headlines, and this one say NYSC makes vaccination compulsory for prospective coppers in 2022.
What you?
This thing is going to affect my son. I'm telling you.
You never go service.
Do you know Tewase? The railway.
No,
Tewase my son, the railway driver.
Oh, railway driver is the go for Kwafa Center.
No, the son. I'm talking about my grandson. Ondona.
Oh.
That one is about graduating now. And he has sworn with his mouth and blood that he will never take that vaccination for corona.
But you know, say it's very important. Say you will take a vaccine because now why do they take this vaccine center for so that at least this way there's another variant don't come out American.
My grandson don't believe that there is corona in Nigeria. I have said everything. I've taken him to a workshop so that he can listen to what people say. He will never believe that there is corona.
He need to believe it because
now,
and this one
now it's going to affect him now. It's going because it has become compulsory. And he's a prospective copper because he say if he don't serve, what is the essence of going to university in the first place?
Even this one myself, the try to say the way it be, is this supposed to be bypass? Say everybody must take because now some of these core members will go ahead and tell you they want exemption, exemption letter. Say they not go service.
They will not serve.
Since
or they want to serve in absentia.
Since you say now compulsory, the vaccine will be. But I know say this all this thing to make sure say we kill the everything what concern Quebec. We just stuff everything what concern Quebec.
Well, those ones came from
the
Punch
Punch
newspaper.
Yeah.
Let's take another paper now. Let's take a look at Guardian. And the front line says from Guardian, it says federal government post retaliation on hold as row with UAE gets messier. UAE is a country. United Arab Emirates.
Thank you very much. Like Dubai,
yes,
Dubai, and all
federal
those
government put retaliation on hold, so they wanted to retaliate.
No, the thing you need to understand is yesterday we even take up it that UAE. The thing said na don't get 7 head. We will do you paper, you go quanting na we you go do it. Say they put travel ban. But someone like Airface was said they want to put it like how many flights for UAE. They said no, only one can come. And then they wanted to bring 7. Now the president government too, they look into the matter, say, okay, all these countries where they come out, they feel like saying Adambo Baba, they should have put then get yeast inside the raised head. They say they want to ban us from not travel,
not to enter their country.
We will bind them for not to come in, and they will ban flight from going from here to that side. So now what to make now the one they say, okay, I beg.
They are doing test row.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, if I am the government alone, if I am the president of this country, before they ban me, I don't ban myself. Honestly speaking, who is UAE? Is it because we decide to go there and patronize them? Well, we have our own UAE here in Nigeria. Go to Abano. Yes. Anything you do, you find in UAE. in Russia, in Dubai, sorry.
But Burj Khalifa in a day, man. Burj Khalifa.
There. You can find the alternative. There is nothing that you cannot find.
Me, I trust Nigeria.
There's nothing you cannot find alternative in Nigeria.
I trust Nigeria because they say they get a lot of things. They get a Statue of Liberty. We get a Butemeta. Say it's a correct conflict.
Okay.
It's a conflict center.
Anything in Dubai is in Nigeria too. If we don't have the original, we have the backup. Anyway, still from the Guardian newspaper, Nigeria will not break up, says PDP chairman. Hey, your chair, you Jira.
Hey, your chair, you.
And that is my brother.
Now your
Nigeria. Yes, no, you don't know him.
Wait.
Nenge, that man is a very nice man. Because one, in the whole of my village, my mother's village, the man don't fire them all.
You don't fire what?
The whole of my mother's village.
You don't put them on fire. What is the trick? You don't fire.
No,
what?
I mean, don't carry NEPA, don't go there.
Hey, the NEPA, you go say you don't give them light when I say you don't fire them, or you want to. Do you know what you mean to fire? You stay sucking them from what? Kokuma.
The man don't do illumination. Illumination, that's what I mean. Fire all the village, about 6 villages that is cure to themselves like this. The man fire all of it.
Okay, that's a fine. That's a fine.
The man, I like this confidence. Nigeria can never break up. That is what the new PDP chairman says, national chairman.
Well, what could they see? Because you know, a lot of people be done they cry. You say, "No, we want to go, we want to this, we want to that," and well, the tango say in the take that one.
Yes,
and it's a good sentence.
The agitation is plenty. These people want to go. These people want to. Where are you going? Where are you going? Still, I like what my brother, PDP chairman, said. Nigeria can never break up. We are together like this.
So far, glue don't us.
We are together
so
forever.
Far, glue is holding us.
Nigeria is Nigeria. It's our own Nigeria. It's our country. Nothing will happen to Nigeria. We can't break.
Go ahead.
I give you my tongue, my brother. And still, from the Guardian newspaper, stop politicizing insecurity. This one is Obasanjo, Sultan, and others, one leaders. This is a very good one. You know, Obasanjo is an elder statesman. The Sultans, they are leaders in their own category. And others, they want leaders in Nigeria that you should not politicize insecurity. This thing is for real. When people are dying in my state, Benue State, where I come from, let me tell you, in some of the local government, Benue State used to be the food basket. We are still food basket, but the basket is growing empty.
Yeah, because the food then finished.
The food cannot finish. The headers will not allow the farmers go to their farm.
Hey, but that one is a take for another day. We will take that take because
so that is why I'm saying the insecurity situation is so serious that this wise man, the Sultan Obasanjo, you know, it's a living ancestor.
Yeah,
that is, he is communicating with.
I know they born the two, but you the same almost same period at time.
Yes, it's almost because it was some decades in between. Yes, some decades in between.
Go ahead.
I like his philosophy. He thinks like the gods, and he communicates like the human that he is. So anything he voice out is a policy statement. So he's warning the leaders who are on throne, now who are in power, they should not politicize security because it's one thing that is very, very serious.
Yeah, well, the thing is, the take sentence say, if you there, you say you in a leader, and because you want to get a particular position, you can say my boys, go and scatter this size, go and do this size, go and do this one. What did they carry torchlight, look you like this? So na that they tell them, say, oh yeah, this more stuff to the felicities the matter, so that everywhere go there all right.
Exactly.
Hey man.
Yes.
It's supposed to be like that.
But how can you bring politics into something that has to do with human life? You can't put politics. By the time you politicize all these things and people are dying, then what kind of leader are you? As a leader, I am not a leader yet, I am only a leader in my family.
But they say we are the leaders of tomorrow. If you say you sing that song, you are the leader of tomorrow. So you, since that time when they don't born you rich now, you have not lead. When me, person like me, when I go lead.
No.
If you, as an ancestor, you never lead. When me, I go lead.
See, all of us cannot have the same opportunity at the same time. I don't read this. You that is reading now is from my village. I am the one reading. Anyway, let's continue with the VIEWMAX, with the paper headlines. It's still on the Guardian newspaper. 10 killed, several injured as bandits storm market in Plateau community.
That one is very
This is very
sad
bad.
sentence.
10 people killed already. And several people, other persons injured as bandits storm market in Plateau community. Why is this thing happening like this?
We never even take it. Some people even miss from that side.
Can you imagine?
We never even
bandits entering market. Market where you have crowd of people.
This one I even catch my eye. Say Benin then receive the return active party. All those say, you know, all those things where they be like saying na juju. All those things that cabin shetty.
This Ibovingu. This you know Ibovingu now.
I don't know what they take.
You don't know Ibovingu.
I'm not Sabiman or it.
You say it's the artifacts, no. We have our own too.
Oh, okay. So all those things, even Presido then they tell them say, well, if you like, no keep them well. If they still eat again, you are on your own. Because some people go do just bomb, carry the thing, they won't go say give Oyibo. You know, we used to watch it in Nigerian film. You go here, see the sell and go give Oyibo no peace sleep for in house. The thing go raise in the night, they do him ojuju. So now the thing be that they don't carry one back. Say, oh yeah, take it, but don't come and put it the way somebody will come steal it.
Do you know that those things they have some powers? They are controlled by the gods, no. I'm telling you, those things, one of them, as you steal them, you have stolen troubles for yourself.
No wonder they say if you steal it, the thing for the wake up in the night, they look you.
You can't talk. By the time they begin to take on you, by the time these things are spiritually inclined. It is not just ordinary as you see them.
Are you taking utter experience?
Because
I need to know, are you taking utter experience?
See, I am a Christian, but I worship through my ancestors.
Now you are confusing my confusion.
No.
You are a Christian and you worship through your ancestors.
Yes, no. The time before the white men came with the Bible, our people not worshiping.
Okay.
Were they not worshiping God?
No, we're not going to argue this one. We're not going to argue this
with
one.
With the Bible, with the ancestors, you have to worship one God.
One God.
It depends on your mode of worship. Let me not confuse you.
Because you are confusing.
Let's continue with the paper headlines. Let me not confuse you. You see, but things that are happening in Nigeria, is it happening like this in other countries too?
It's very possible. Very possible.
It's so that you see, Steve from the Guardian, blame Cross River governor for alleged killing of Ephraim. Police tells NSAS panel.
That's why in a big sentence.
Blame Cross River governor for alleged killing of Ephraim. Police tells NSAS panel. Bash. NSAS panel. How can Cross River governor? This thing is something new is coming from this NSAS saga.
Well, the thing, even that one will happen for Lekki, you don't forget, say, the Kwamo say they kill people for Lekki. If after they have said it, you can't hear say from the other side, Oga, the chairman of oil lights, the chairman, Kwamo say, well, that there's nothing like that, that thing is a life from the pit of hell. Say nothing like that will happen. Even you take that one thing, next thing, final say they get it, just like FIFA, just like UEFA, go take the back room, they say, yeah, say one mistake, he don't happen, something leak, something no leak, or this kind of thing. Now, you see police don't come out now, then they see the track. Police don't come out now, say,
they point their hand.
They blame the blames of governor. Now tomorrow you go here say governor madam kwama say no make the blame police. Now so you go see the two of them go they do Nigeria they go kwam. Meanwhile the first way they don't kill don't go.
It don't go. Then At the end of the day, they will tell you they will form committee
to look into this matter. Thank you very much.
Then the committee, inside committee, will form another committee.
Where we'll look into the matter of the other committee.
The other committee.
Why you Nigeria?
Where are we go? Who do this thing to us now?
Nobody. Now we they do ourselves.
There's another second one again. Salary slams 1 billion naira suit against L5, NCC. Others over telecoms shut down.
You know, say for Kaduna State, this time where this brigade have from, this wahala here, wahala there, network be not the way. In fact, if you call your person for there, the thing you got here, you get hello. You saw some of them. In fact, you need to see the way women can learn skills. They climb tree, some go on top of mountain. Nigeria they go do hiking, quantum normal thing for Kaduna for there.
That thing remind me one thing. That time I pass go Zaria. When I go Zaria like this, I see somebody they talk inside the matter where I enter. He say bandits now they decline your house because they can no longer call you. They come and deliver letter that we are coming to do kidnapping here. Take this letter. Give your father. Tell him we are coming to do kidnapping.
Yeah, he said that if possible, if you come, in point they will say this is not the ransom where you go keep one side or keep the ransom one side, keep the person with the kidnap one side. So if you kidnap, we'll come back, we'll collect ransom, we'll drop the person back, we'll go. Because there, they say the question, even bandits started to use walkie-talkie, they talk, they communicate with each other.
Because network is shut down.
So this person, you know, go blame the person who carry the matter, go lawsuit, because if you look at it, some of them have gone through what's the damages.
Yes.
Because some business in that
even
telecom.
the telecom, you know how much they will lose that time? They will lose plenty money, plenty. And this thing is not 1 day, it's not 2 days. I don't bring them. Then let's jump, enough of the Guardian, let's jump to the Nation newspaper and look at the headline. You see, this one say 13 million naira, 8 million quarterly allowances inadequate for lawmakers, says Lawan. Gosh.
Sometimes when I hear things like this, I think I should go and stand in front of Aso Rock. They wait for them to come outside.
13 million, 8 million quarterly allowance is inadequate for lawmakers, says Lawan.
Now what they try to say sometimes I feel like if I go the Aso Rock there, I go hold the arena, I go the wait for the I see the come out the plague nonsense come up for your body, because you can't tell me people they tell say money no day. You in the confluence 8 million naira quarterly 8 million for one person.
Telling you.
So imagine that is if they say quarterly, so the person now go feel like say with the talk of 6 months. No, they talk of 3 months. 3 months. 8 million
in 3 months. This one is not salary.
Is it 13 million naira pa? As a whole.
Then 8 million quarterly. Bash.
Say you know they okay.
This is what some Nigerians don't want to hear. Some other Nigerians are not open enough to know these things. So they are quiet. By the time they get to know this is what some of these lawmakers, how many developmental projects are they doing in their constituency?
You go ask that one. They don't want to go there. Somebody carry decimal Elliot Neko. What's the name? He carry you know look like say the name. They carry firewood. Use and do bridge. They commission the bridge.
Yes, no.
Well, carry firewood. They do bridge. I say the day one guy go catch people. They no see gas. Now the gas don't put money.
This is somebody that is collecting 8 million quarterly.
So
8 million naira quarterly.
So if guys know there again, people will go come at the firewood. They will use it.
Well, we'll still take more stories from Nation newspaper. This one say federal government's policies have failed to stimulate economy. This one is coming from Wike.
Nelson Wike, the governor of Rivers.
Upstate.
Rivers State.
Upstate where there is water. Federal government policies have failed to stimulate economy.
Hot. He's a federal government.
You know, Wike can talk very well. Wike can look at somebody in the face and tell him,
"Hi, EB.
This is how you look like."
Thank you. He never hide them much.
He will not bend much. He will say it as he see it. And let us look, if you try to mirror what Wika says, it's not in all cases that policies has stimulated the economy. Now, if government policies, we know they are plenty, and some of them are good. But why is the economy going down
because
and down and down?
chuku is different places. Come and see somebody that takes 8 million for quarter centing.
So
8
if
million
you look
for
at
quarter
what
centing.
Wike is saying, it's not very far from the truth. Even if I am not on the same page with him, I know that he's not very far from the truth.
So, you hear it.
Federal government policies, they have failed to stimulate economy, according to Wike, by the Nation newspaper. Well, that one too is something to talk about. Now, still from the Nation newspaper, we still have more headlines. Nnamdi Kanu sues AGF, SSS over alleged rights violation.
That one, you know, Nnamdi Kanu, your matter is still the court. Now, even when he court the first time, he sued federal government for 1 or 2 things of violation, come on like this. Now in the Attorney General of Federation and the SSS, that's Security Services Center. Now then, he carry go court now say that they violate in right in fundamental human rights. Say that they violate it. So now what in the talking and say that go court on top of this matter.
This one, you see. He's in detention for now, and even though he's in detention, he's still reacting from detention. He's in the court in detention. His matter is in one court. They have not finished with that one. Detention is still holding him, and then he's taking this other group of persons to the court again.
Another court they go. And they will go to the court. They will take the case there. In fact, the last time they said federal government not even come.
Okay, you see, another we'll still take more from the Nation. This one say government kill 10 in Plateau. We saw this story.
Say they even abducted
15. They entered a market, and then under it you say 15 abductees escaped from Sokoto Den.
Oh my God, that is a good news. But the thing is, I hope they are safe. As they run commit, they go follow better place where the bandits not go see them again,
catch them again. Me, I will look at them and say congratulations to them. May God help the other ones too to escape like this. May God cross or blind all the people that adopt them. May God blind them so that they will not see. And God to open, as God blind them, let God open the way for the ones that they capture, so that they can also find their way to escape to their freedom.
Aside that, we pray for the security of relatives, made up of get chance to work on much down.
Exactly.
That one too now, they are good for
exactly.
I made up for catches the bandits.
Well, we still take from the Nation newspaper, and this, well, you see, gunmen killed in Plateau.
No, they didn't kill people. They killed 10 people in Plateau State.
Gunmen. And you know what is making me the surprising thing is that how did the gunmen pass and enter the town? It's because there is a law that you don't move with ammunition, gun anyhow. There are securities everywhere. There are checkpoints everywhere. So how did they find their way to the market? That's number one. Number two, inside the market is where there is crowd. So how can they catch them now? Anyway, that's the much we can take from VIEWMAX, from the paper headlines. We will now take a break. When we come back, we give you a topic for the day that we really want to talk about. Remember, as you watch, we expect you to send your reactions so that we too can see and get to know that some persons are following what we are doing from here. Let's take a break. When we come back, we give you the topic for the day. Thank you very much.
I opened 2 gifts this morning, there were my eyes to see the beauty of sunrise before the sunset. We walked before down and watched the day as it break. Yeah, this is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. Oh, this is the morning ride. This is the morning ride.
several businesses across Nigeria, as well as investment. He is always excited to see his investment blossom, but lately he has been so sad. The economy has not been as good since the pandemic. ROI is low, his funds are stuck or way beyond his reach. Meet Regina, Albert's friend, with a decent disposable income, but so scared to invest after hearing Albert's story. She's also skeptical on what platform is safe and secure to invest in. Albert and Regina, you have worked hard, and it's time to start making good returns by investing the smart way. Start smart vesting. How do I mean? SmartVest is an investment product from the Endama Group, owners of Farm4Me, VIEWMAX, and CPAS. SmartVest enables investors to lock up a minimum of 2 million naira for a period of 2, 5, 10, 15, or up to 20 years. Enjoy 25% to 45% consistent unchanging return on investment. Collectible every 4 to 6 months, which means you can access funds to cater for your urgent needs while your investment still stays intact. Today, Albert is happy and Regina is more confident because they can invest smarter and get a higher ROI with SmartVest. You can access SmartVest on the VIEWMAX app, CPAS app, and Farm4Me app.
I opened 2 gifts this morning, there were my eyes to see the beauty of sunrise before the sunset. We walked before down and watched the day as it dey break. Yeah. This is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. Oh, this is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. This is the morning ride.
Welcome back from that break. It's still morning ride with VIEWMAX, where I promise all of us, all of you, that as we come back, I'll tell you the topic of the day. And this is what we want to discuss this morning. Something very serious. Now, a tenant asking the landlord of the house to go back to where he has come from and find another place to sleep because the landlord returned late. Can you imagine? Tenant asking the landlord who owns the house to go back and come back tomorrow because the landlord returned late. Nenge, my question, what I want to share with you, Mara Enusa, is, do you think this tenant did the right thing?
Oh, see, if you tell me, say, whether it do rice or not do rice, it's the tenant is rice. Over rice, the way the tenant, because who you be as a landlord with a one late because now you get house, you want to come late and do what? Why you coming late? Where you go? Because if not the tenant they come back late, now so landlord mago say go back to where you come from. So they say one day bushman go catch the hunter, they don't catch him. You come late, he has to go back to where you come back from.
No, see, me I don't take that.
For what?
As a landlord, who are you?
Who are me not?
Is the house your house?
Now my house, because you the same way you say we stay there. I the parents, I know parents, I know pay you rent.
Then you tell me in my own house. You say I should go back.
Yes, you will go back because
your mother did not born you well to tell me that one. Honestly speaking,
I will tell you the truth.
The next day you don't even need quit notice. You are packing out of my house. Honestly speaking, how much did you pay? Imagine you as a tenant. You are coming to tell me, the landlord, to go back and find somewhere to sleep.
Yeah, you will go back to my house. You go and pay money for a hotel so that you say go sabi what it mean to parent. Why you go come back that kind of time? You don't know security matter.
You want to time me the time. You want to give me timing the time I will go out, the time I should come back to my own house.
Yes, Because you say if not so, sometimes the tenant is the commit. Tenant will commit to go do something. You come back. Now so you might the lucky get. Go tell tenant say, hey, you come back late. Where you come from? Go back to where you come from. This gate will lock it by 10. So landlord must go even open mouth. Tell tenant say we the like our this one by 10. If you are not back by 10 o'clock, go back to where you come from. Now bushmeat. Don't catch hunter. As hunter come out 10 o'clock, he not come back.
So
sleep outside.
Let me ask you another question. So as a tenant, you are living in somebody's house. Can you do that thing that tenant did?
I say I would overdo it. Overdo in the sense that me, myself, and I will not just like the gate. I will glue the gate. I will lock everything concerning. And if there's a way we can lock the fence up, I will lock it so the landlord no will enter. Because landlord himself, he kuma, you build the house, you give rule and regulation. You know the one house. What you mean? What you mean? Because if let me see the skills, let him go and jump fence. And go help him. Now landlord will get big belly. He will go video him, will go put him, will go first him everywhere.
Nenge, as you are talking like this, do you know my anger is beginning to boil?
It make it no boil
towards you.
I will give you
Honestly
ice black. You will cool it.
See, if you are my kind of tenant, if you do that kind of thing to me, let me tell you, you will not just park from my house. First of all, you will have to sleep in the police cell for 2 days.
For what?
For abusing the right of a landlord.
Which right of landlord? Landlord get right now. They come back later. You don't. Landlord go club. Now what you the fee? The landlord don't go club. He don't go club. He don't
see. As a tenant, you have no right. You cannot trample on the right of the landlord.
Don't say I no get right.
Because the landlord is the person that took his money, his time, his energy, and everything to organize and build that house.
Me, man, me.
He's in charge.
Yeah, me taking my time, my energy, my everything, and my money to pay the rent because only landlord cannot stay in his house. If so, as he built it, he no go put for to rent, to let for outside. If not, you not go put to let because if you would want to follow by that one in the church now, Moka tell you something. Do you know that it is possible? Say something a strong man. The people always say I don't get night, men of the night. The people let the landlord they come back. You never can tell. They can follow the landlord.
Okay.
Come back.
Okay.
Enter inside house.
Okay.
Can't tell everybody your money or your life. In fact, this period waiting the expensive gas, your gas or your life, your gas or your life. They collect your gas. They go. You see that one too. Men of the night, people follow the landlord, and you don't know if the landlord get flan with men of the night.
Good. Now let us take it from that angle. Now that you say men of the night can follow, by asking the landlord to go back to where he has come from, don't you know that you have endangered the life of that landlord?
No,
you don't know that as you sent him to go, you don't know that men of the night, just like you say, can follow him and do him anything.
That one landlord did not even get life because if him say if landlord no say the life will go there importance, he not go come back that time. He never come back that time because they suspect landlord. That man, even me, my landlord myself, they suspect him. I wait for the day he will come back late again. I will lock his gate. Thank God I see this something like that. I will lock him outside.
You will create more problems for yourself.
No, it was Sabi saying I mean like it. I will like it. I will just drop the key somewhere and go and sleep.
I'm telling you.
It will night. It will call the wife. It will tire.
Because one, that landlord you are trying to lock, you are exposing him to danger. Sometimes some of this landlord, like me, I am a landlord. Yes.
Of which house?
Of my house. I have an estate, if you don't know. But I don't live with my tenants.
Thank God you don't bring that side. Why must landlords, all the landlords, some landlord would do amiable city that would live with the tenant. And he wanted as one landlord, you get where and tea where they live for and compound. Every time landlord would go window, they go, you know, that day the auntie don't say, say, they do it. Don't cook better hot water, they wait for him. The next thing, as a landlord, they come put idea and say, you are iron. Landlord they shout, where you? They ask him, say what he say, no, he say electric, he notice electric something happening around that side. So he go there to go do the next thing they pour him water. Ama, maybe what he go there for, he go to go see 1 or 2. Then they pour him hot water. Today, they carry double color for face.
No, you see, you cannot jump into conclusion like that. Because see, like me, I am a landlord. Though my kind of landlord, I stay in my own apartment, separate from the tenants. I don't disturb them, they don't disturb me. But some of the landlords that stay together like this, some of them are football lovers. You know football, the spirit of football, even if you have all the things you subscribe to DSTV to watch in your house is not correct. Because one, the argument you will see in viewing center, you cannot argue it alone in your house. The coaches, you know, if you go to view center, there are some coaches inside the viewing center who are watching from the television. They know the player that the coach is supposed to substitute.
Foot, and then the one they're supposed to come
and
out.
they will be complaining. What is wrong with this coach now? Why is why is Lukaku outside? Why is Aubameyang playing for too long? Why is this one? Because of that kind of argument, most of us, the landlord, we go out to watch football. So, and some of this football, they will start by 9 o'clock. They will pray till, sometimes they pray full time, they added time. Before the match will finish, will be 11 and the other side.
You they take this.
Then, when you come back to your house after watching a very quality game to enjoy yourself, to go back and relax and sleep, then one tenant will tell you to go back to where you have come from.
Yes.
Is the landlord expected to go and sleep in the video hall?
Go there and sleep back. Go and lie down inside the viewing center. So that when the mosquitoes of the viewing center use you do karate, you go learn. In fact, you know that the mosquitoes in the viewing center, they have muscle. Now those type of mosquito, they come out blanket if you cover body. Then they pull your jeans if you cover body. So you not go tell me say because you go watch ball. If you are looking for viewing center field, do viewing center inside your compound. So that as a people come watch, if the time do they will come out, they go. Now you stay there your house. Or you gather your neighbors and put them inside your room and watch the ball together. Because you cannot use that one as excuse. In fact, I saw one time, you get landlord where the side where I've been step for Kano that time. The one house to house, they collect, they don't enter compound. Many of the night, enter compound. They don't step from one side to the other, one side to the other, one side to the other. So, they quite reach one of the room. Now, they quite say, everybody, oh yeah, submit what you get. Now, landlord did the room. Landlord they there with some other tenants there. They do the touchy 1 or 2 things what they would do for compound. Submit everything, submit. As they submit, they do the look. They what be your name? That one say John. He said John. The man of the night say, okay, John, my father, younger brother name, and a good person he be. No worry, don't move. That one save you. Give me your phone, the collect phone. Another person go, what's your name? The woman say my name is Felicia. Say, oh, Felicia, na my mother name. Because na my mother name, I will not do anything to you. You are like a mother to me. They say, go. The next person go. What did happen? They say, what is your name? The person say,
that's the landlord.
No, before landlord. The person say, his name is Gabriel. Before you go finish that Gabriel, they shoot him. Boy, he don't go. Say, Gabriel wicked. The Gabriel way it should be wicked. Now, next person, a landlord. Landlord can start to cry. Can say, a man, pa. A landlord will be man. Say, say, that my everybody know. Say, for this conference, his name is Felicia. Say him na Felicia. Say his name na Felicia. Say he say they can ask anybody. Say him na Felicia. So he don't want to die. Now that situation now with the take. Make him, if you know you will put us for inside danger, more go step for the place they come back from.
And I want to look at it again. The tenant's action for the tenant to get liver and drive your landlord to go back and sleep where he's coming from. I want to view it. Could this action be gender-based?
Moku even take it before I even answer that matter. Let's see, because you yourself, they say as a landlord, the tenant should not supposed to have that rights.
Yeah, we not take it, no.
But what if the tenant is a soldier? So would you prepare to do press jump, sell kwado, do sell kwado, they do press jump. You do press jump from morning till from that night till morning, or would you prepare to go back to where you go sleep?
Let me tell you, soldier cannot do me frog jumping in my own house. As a soldier, don't come and be my tenant to go to the barrack.
No, but some
my
of them don't want to
barrack.
stay in the barrack.
If you don't want to stay in the barrack and you are staying in my house, you must abide by the rules and regulations of my compound.
So you give rules and regulations. If they break the rules, the soldier might quite say, oh yeah, they give him input. One of the landlord, I don't know that situation, one of the landlord do something like that. He do something like that to the soldier wife. When soldier come back, nobody tell landlord. Landlord sit down for inside water. Now say they wave everybody where they pass. They wave them. They wave them. Soldier say keep waving. You know, say you go they wave. They say smile. You go smile. They wave them. They walk one down. They wave them. So that kind of situation. Now what thing it will happen? And even if not gender based, I can tell you. Do you know some of the landlord the way it is? Some of them will go look one girl, one baby, where they like a babies, you know, come on, me tika haka, where gather everything. They will look some of them, and the next thing they started pulling in some kind of something like that. Want to have one or one something with her, and then the girl would say no, I don't want. Before you know, landlord would the foot eye for her matter, the foot eye. So that day, na her turn to do the landlord back because landlord the foot eye too much for her matter, and you want to tell me what the crazy. If that's the situation, so not like that where landlord you the go follow the girl no want to follow you. Why you got the foot eye for her matter? Now she can't do something. They say you don't have a rights. What not right?
See, let me tell you, no matter who you are, no matter your position in government, so long as you are a tenant. Your actions cannot override that of the landlord. Landlord, the law of the house is created by the landlord. That law cannot work with the landlord.
Nothing
if I
like
say
that.
by 10 o'clock in the night, lock my gate. If you are not in the compound, go somewhere and sleep and come back in the morning. By that 10 and you are not there, they will lock the gate. But me as a landlord, that law is not working with me because I am the law.
You are the law. You are the law. That law will work with you, and it will work with your family. Even if you are picking, you say you are picking to go outside and go and buy mosquito coil. Kokuma is make you go buy a kamu. As the go, I say, Piam, me, I will like the gate, and nothing will happen. That picking will sleep for their camouflage. It will dead there, will sleep, but take sleep for there. Because you cannot put law, it tell you as a law. So you as a law, me say you will break it. After you go the shy say police don't break the law. Police don't break the law. You yourself, you are breaking the law. So you are not supposed to be given free chance. We will like you. And but I not go just like you, I will like your body join the gate.
I will not jump into conclusion for now. Because I am expecting our people who are watching this thing to send their own contributions. So as we'll take a break now, when we come back, then I will tell you my mind on what I will do by the time a tenant treats me like that. Meanwhile, it's still the morning ride with VIEWMAX, and I remain Chitio Perinyamko with my brother Mara Inosa. We'll take a break now as we expect you to send your VNA, your contributions. By the time we come back from the break, we'll tell you what I intend to do.
I mean, I wait for you. You know, you go telling me, I know what you another getting nothing.
I opened two gifts this morning, there were my eyes to see the beauty of sunrise before the sunset. We walked before down and watched the day as it break. Yeah. This is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. Oh, this is the morning ride. This is the morning ride.
This is Ade, a farmer who needs a loan to expand his farm. Farming will be easier if he had some more money and an efficient way to distribute his produce to buyers. Meet Paul, who does not mind making some extra income on the side, and Miriam, a die-hard investor who wants her money to work harder for her. Ade, Paul, or Miriam, VIEWMAX is here for you. VIEWMAX is an online platform that enables farmers, traders, and investors profit greatly from agriculture. With VIEWMAX, you can access loans as a farmer, invest in a farm, buy and store produce until the price is high enough to sell, invest in commodity exports, and earn 35% profit. You can also make more money selling your farm produce to off-takers, farmer, trader, or investor. It is now easier to profit from agriculture. Simply log on to www.viewmax.com, register and create a profile, and you're ready to cash more checks for less. VIEWMAX, commodity trading made easy.
I opened two gifts this morning, there were my eyes to see the beauty of sunrise before the sunset. We walked before down and watched the day as it break. Yeah, this is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. Oh, this is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. This is the morning ride.
Welcome back from that break. Nenge, like I told you before, I say me personally. One, I am a chief. Two, I am a title holder. Three, I have somebody that has more than one wife. I have 17 wives. Then I have about 13 concubines. And I'm still planning to marry.
All of them, they stay with you.
In the same compound. I told you I have an estate now.
I mean, I did tell you the battalion. Yes, that's where you go get estate.
No, I'm married because I'm a big farmer. You know, my wife take care of my farm. Now, you don't expect me to give money to Mama Teo as I say, this is money for food. For what? Because as I give money for you to take care of the farm, I know that the proceeds from the farm will take care of us in the house. And all my wives have big farms. I give them money to take care of their farms. That is why I'm a big man today. If you want to do some farming, come and borrow you land. You won't pay. It's not for rentage.
And that
I will give you land. I will even give you tractor.
You then they actually farm for me. Are you a member of Farm for Me?
I am a member of Farm for Me, no.
Okay.
Honestly,
I hear you.
I do my investment with Farm for Me very well. But let me tell you, in this situation, no matter how good you are with me, you cannot treat me, the landlord, like this. Lock me outside in my own house. And then you expect me to do what? Now, Nenge, maybe that night I have something to do with my young wife. Maybe that night I have something to discuss with Tavian, the other wife that married before the last one. Maybe I have something to discuss with her and arrange how the money will be. Then that night you lock me out. How will she feel?
Now let's even look at it. The way you take it, you have something to do. You have something to do. What if that night the tenant he carry better money where they give him come back from where they come from, food for inside room, and they try protect it? What if you the vex because the tenant, just like you talk of something for gender, what if the tenant not a man and you know say you are young wife because she they look you say you never be like before, you are just you are becoming ancient of days. She can't they like that you are tenant because na young boy and he look what so they tell you they vex you can't they give the boy wahala na the boy kuma can't look it. Because say, since the landlord want to be giving me problem, me man, I will give him problem. I will show him say me man, I get a problem. That one man another place. Because I just suspect you for someone like you will get flanter wife. I have a feeling That's what will happen.
Exactly. This is where I was going, okay. But I was waiting for you to mention him.
You talk to me.
Nenge, that night, nobody will have peace in that house. Because one, I'm already suspicious that you lock me out so that you can have access to any of my wives. Yes, no? If not, why? Who gave you the impetus? Who gave you the authorities? Who gave you the enigma? Let me speak that grammar. To lock the landlord outside. Because you know that I have so many beautiful things, wives inside the compound. You lock me out so that you have access to any of my wife without my being pleasant.
But it's not the truth, because if you look at it, it is like the boy doesn't even have anything. He's not going to do something, but they only do because you don't like him outside. Say you need to come back quick. You need to come back quick. So you are liking him. Now he don't get the opportunity to like you too. And he like nonsense come up on your body. As the way I see that there. This you are whether you will use it, whether you will use it to hit your jump points. And I just wonder how you will do to climb that thing. Because your body will tell you where you will feel it. Because someone like you want to jump which pants? Eh?
No.
You want to jump which pants?
Landlord, we are talking about landlord and tenant too.
Yes.
Tenant is somebody who just came from nowhere to pay money for where he is going to sleep. The landlord is somebody who gather money, organize and build his own house to his taste. Because I help you, give you accommodation, and collect small money from you. You are coming to claim like that you are a tenant. You are paying. How much are you paying? How much is your rentage?
I pay money.
Is that rentage half of or 1/4 or 3/4 of the money I gathered to build this compound?
That one is not an excuse.
Gather your money and go and build your house and become a landlord.
No, now you are tenant. You the best for me, not be me. Now you are tenant. The person where they stay with you, because someone like you don't say you get plenty wife. What did they do with plenty wife with the economy of the country? What is the EFCC is supposed to look into your matter?
See,
look, the way I see you, EFCC is supposed to look into your matter. In fact, EFCC is supposed to hold you and question you for having that kind of number of wives and having that kind of number of concubines. Either coincident tell me say you build house to your taste. So because you build house to your taste, why you not stay for all of the room?
No, because I want to help other people just like I help my other tenants. I give them room.
I want to help you.
Let me tell you, EFCC has nothing to do with me. One, I'm not farming for government. The farm is my own. I'm not building houses for government. The estates are my own. So what has EFCC got to do with me?
How they take up for this kind of condition where we do inside?
There is no condition.
Why they will leak inside?
There is no condition.
Inside?
My money is in my farm. If you go and see my farm, you cannot take from one end of my yam farm alone. If I want to harvest yam, every day, 9-11, 2-2 from my farm, every day, and they will continue the harvest for 2 weeks. They will not finish him. And telling you, if you see my lass, she long from here like 4 kilometers, only lass. And that is how I farm millet, Amile. That is how I farm other things. I am a successful farmer. So even the government, now I'm planning to give government a loan. Honestly speaking,
that's why I say EFCC.
Then a big man like me, in my own capacity, one small tenant from nowhere, that the money that tenant is paying for rentage, if I want, I can squander that money in the beer parlor one day. It will not shake.
I na beer parlor you go. Na beer parlor you go. Now why it happen like that? Because every time, imagine the kind of landlord where go come out like that, go drink something, go foot it, as they try say foot for head. You go foot in kidney, need they work properly. You go foot something for head, they come back that kind of time. Imagine landlord they come the neck gate, big. Open the gate, I go pull the gate. Open the gate, I go pull the gate. Imagine that kind of landlord. That why in order to legate against it, or you go drink like that, you come by instead of to enter your room. Now that you are female tenants, now that's why you can't go say, oh sorry, it is in your room. Now you go enter there because it will show say you get ulterior senti what English is the ulterior motive. You have put in your mind that you want to do something like this. That's why.
See, it's not a matter of intending to do something. As the good landlord that I am, for my own, I shouldn't even use myself as example because I have so many women. I have so many wives, you know. But for other landlords who have one wife, there is nothing wrong with you checking your tenants. Sister Mary, close your door now. It's getting late. You remind, even she's sleeping, go and wake her, close your door. That one is not a bad thing. Sister Charity, your bucket is still outside. Remove me inside. That one is not a. You are checking as a good landlord.
What?
You are checking on your tenants.
What are you checking? What are you checking? Now only sister they see. What else the brother? Where's the bucket? They outside.
The brothers will never be careless to leave their bucket outside.
Don't take it like that.
It's
what
the ladies that will be careless.
So now only ladies they check.
You remind
you are a landlord or women.
A good landlord.
A good landlord. How? Me, I have a feeling that if you have a house, now only women you go carry food for their made the pay rent for their as a tenant. You not go foot men because the way you there, only you can even turn them to concubines.
No.
I know that thing.
See,
with you.
let me tell you, every good landlord will do what I am doing. Yes, every good landlord will check on his tenants once in a while. See how they are faring, see how they are living. Now, let me tell you, the action that this tenant did by asking the landlord to go back to where he is coming from because he is returning late, let me tell you, one, it is a slap on the government. It is an insult on landlord. It is an insult on aiders. In fact, it's an insult on Nigeria.
Why would it be an insult on Nigeria?
Because it is happening in Nigeria. This landlord is in Nigeria and it's happening in Nigeria.
So now why is the concern?
It's an insult to Nigerian government that a tenant, imagine a tenant, somebody who has no accommodation, he came from nowhere and beg you with money, please give me accommodation. You give him shelter, where to lay his head and collect small money. The money you collect, I call it minimal because even if you put that tenant rentage together in 20 places, it cannot build that house. Then he will come and grow overnight because he has gotten his place to sleep and wake up. That he will lock you, the landlord, outside. Nenge, think about it. I'm telling you.
I just think about it because there is nothing you go take where go change the matter with the ground. If you keep saying, "Nah, you be landlord, you are above the law, you are above the law, you are above the law," so people should go and die because you are above the law. People will endanger their stuff because you are above the law. Because now you be landlord, tenant not get right to stock anything because you are above the law. What kind of stuff are you talking about? What that thing will mean to you?
It's not above the law. Landlord is not above the law. Landlord, the law will work with landlord. But in this situation where a tenant is asking the landlord to go back to where he is coming from, that one is no longer law.
In a way,
it's insult.
Which insult? Who put the law? Who put the law?
It's insult.
Who puts the law? Now, don't take the act. Who puts the law in place?
For a tenant. I can't imagine it. Honestly, my stomach is boiling. I want, as if I should even give the tenant a physical beating before I take him to the police station.
Physical beating, you yourself, maybe you never pursue tenant the same way that they go back. You never pursue tenant and say go back to where you come from.
That is a tenant in my house. You don't have to come back late after 10 o'clock because I am the. So if I'm sleeping now, then you come and knock. Who are you? See, let me tell you, there is a law. Even though the law is there in my house, I made it flexible. If you are going out and you know you are not going to come back before 10 o'clock, make sure you, everybody has everybody's number.
Call somebody.
Yes, you call somebody to come and open gate for
you. You not call anybody. You not call anybody.
It is not my house.
Your house what?
It's my house
your
now.
Wife, you not call your wife to come and open the gate. You the highlight.
I don't expect the gate to be locked that time.
Who likes the gate? Who likes the gate?
Yes.
You are supposed to call somebody because normal. There's an agreement. Just like you take, if agreement, they say, okay, this thing is so it's supposed to be. If upon this second of time, everybody call somebody to open the gate. Why you not go call somebody to open the gate?
Nenge, that agreement is not for landlord. The agreement is for tenants in the landlord's house. I cannot put a law and put myself.
Inside
yes.
No, but they say leadership by example. You don't want to lead by example. You don't want to.
I am not the leader of the house.
Who is the leader of the house?
The caretaker.
Caretaker.
I
what?
cannot bring
when
myself.
You
I cannot bring myself down to that level.
When you are in the compound.
Look, let me tell you.
Hey.
I don't ask my tenants. I don't ask them for rentage.
Now your caretaker is the collect.
If the money is due, if I don't see alert, I will call. If it's due for you to pay your rentage, and I don't see my alert, I will call the caretaker. What is happening? I have not seen a lot of your people. Then the caretaker will go around and talk to them. Landlord is asking for money. It's not. I cannot bring myself down to that level.
What if not the caretaker not like the game? Because caretaker man are your tenants.
Caretaker can never do that.
If
caretaker take a lock landlord outside, one, if I like him as a person for what he has been doing, then I will clamp down the penalty. I will not drive him. I will not give him quit notice. I will not drive him. What I will do is that I will remove the caretakership from him and give to another caretaker. Because one, there are so many things attached to the caretakership. Because if other people are paying rentage of 200,000, the caretaker will have one discount because he is a caretaker. So by the time I remove the caretakership from him, finally, he will start paying the normal rentage, or I give him quick notice, count your days and pack out of my house. So the caretaker can never behave like that to me as a landlord. Maybe he can do it to other landlords, not in my capacity as a landlord. Caretaker cannot do that. No tenant can threaten me, go back to where you are coming from. I cannot come back late to my house. There is no lateness in my own house.
So if you like 3 o'clock in the morning,
I am coming to my house. No tenant has the right to tell me to go back. But me as a landlord, yes, 10 o'clock. Please sweep there, don't come back.
Oh, 10
because
o'clock.
I am the landlord.
It's my house too.
It's not your house.
As long as I am pay rent, now my house, now where is the slave? Now where I just stay with that, so it's my own house. So Nima, if I like I come by 3 o'clock, there's nothing any landlord can do. Now me they tell you. In fact, if you like the gate, I jump the fence. If I jump the fence, there's nothing. You not go tell me anything. Since you say you don't want to agree to the law where you foot. Mima, I not go agree to the law. All of us go to break the law. Go to break the law. In fact, if possible, I bring down the gate.
Let me tell you. It's because of tenants like you that landlords buy dogs and put in the houses.
The dog, the dog will bite you yourself because you come back late the time where they release the dog. Okay,
well, we are as we talk like this. I want us to take some reactions from our viewers.
Okay.
If the reactions come, then we will know that they are following us. So we will take some few reactions. Like this one says. This is coming from Prince Wolfer. It says tenant also gets share and right to claim for 1 year.
So,
nega. But okay.
But you have heard it.
For 1 year. For 1 year, no. Maybe,
1 year what?
Maybe this tenant that has done this thing. I don't agree with Prince. Prince, wherever you are, I don't know you.
Me, I agree. Prince, you are correct. In fact, 1 bottle of something for you.
For 1 year.
Yes, he is correct.
Tenant has no right at all.
Tenant has
comparing
right.
Tenant's right with Vianney. Imagine, tenant also gets share and right to claim for 1 year.
Yes.
No, it's not in my house.
Now my house.
It's not in my house.
Now my house.
The tenant cannot do that one. In fact, tenant has no right in my house.
Are you go say tenant no get right in your house? So because all of us go they live like prisoner, or you go they live like saying a celebrity.
Anything you want to do it in your room. Yes, if you want to fetch water, you have water in your room.
Yeah.
Yes, anything you want to do, you have ability to do it in your room.
Now you are kind of landlord.
To come and lock the main gate. because landlord has gone out and coming back late. It is your house.
The neighbor sabi say you come you not tell anybody the like get you the hala. And partner is your side that will come and tell somebody say you since you want to claim that you have motor because landlord never buy motor. You buy motor, you are fucking it inside the compound. Your tenant will go and tell your tenants to remove the motor from inside the compound and fuck it outside.
You don't know the painful thing. It is not just locking the gate and don't know who has locked the gate. The tenants ask the landlord, please go back to where you are coming from. That is owing to the ability that I am the one that has locked this gate.
Yes.
What right? What an insult.
Like my no just say go back to where you are coming from. I say don't even return. Make sure you stay there for ever.
You have another plan. You have another plan. I've seen it. Okay, you see, so these things are still coming. This one is coming from Gabriel Omolui, Kilua Gabriel Omolui. He say, Chief Chokori, why must you break your own law? You will have to sweep outside tea the next day. Nobody is above the law.
Thank you.
If you complain, I will report you to the relevant agency.
Thank you.
Gabriel.
Landlord even have landlord have association.
Wait, let me talk to Gabriel. Gabriel. Nigga, you are getting me wrong. Because one, the house is my house. The law in the house is created by me.
So?
That law affects only my tenants.
I
am not breaking any law.
You not go put law where you yourself not go follow insights. You go lead. That's why I say leadership by example. If you do it, the part of the thing where the request will be say, you go see it just be like you say the law does not affect you as a commander. You are a commander in chief of a particular force. Then you people go for war. You they tell them attack, attack, attack. You know they attack. Everybody attack. You call the name Musa attack. Inusa attack. This one attack. You unko oga. You no go attack.
Let me tell you. Now, you say I break the law. Let me give you a perfect example of law in Nigeria. Now, you see governors. When a governor is coming, come with entourage. If a president is coming, come with entourage. If local government chairman, they pass with entourage, and you'll be seeing their siren singing. Do you know that at every VIEWMAX traffic light, if the traffic light is showing red, everybody will stop. Why is the light not stopping them? Because they are executives. I am also an executive in my house.
Nothing like that. Normally
that
they are supposed to respect
work with me.
Some of the look at it. Some
when
of the
there
people
is hold
they
up,
respect it. They respect the traffic light. They never go past like that.
When there is hold up, everybody is struggling to go on the line like this. If an executive comes, that siren will be driving, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. When that go away siren is singing and crying, everybody will be looking for a way to park and clear. Because they are executive. I am the executive in my house.
You have
the law is my siren.
You have no siren. You have nothing. Your own is you have to follow the rule. You have to follow.
Anyway, look at this one. This one is coming from Richard. Richard Nunve. Richard say, as the landlord, anybody among my tenants will lock me out, will pack out of my house. I support you. Thank you very much. Richard, wherever you are, any death that want to kill you, let that death kill animal in the bush.
Let the death die the death.
The death will die the death of animal.
You see the thing that, but yes. I not agree that one where they say you go pack out you what? Because I stand by my rule. I stand by you the rule where you then give say this rule is for everybody in this house. So you
every tenant.
Every tenant. Oh, every tenant.
Yes.
What if you and your children come out? They not come back.
If my children go out, they are the children of the landlord.
So the rule not touch them.
For what?
I suspect you.
No.
No, yes, I suspect you.
Let me tell you, that law is working with tenants. But of course, the kind of training I give to my children, who are you as my child, male or female, to be outside above 9 o'clock? All my children, if you are outside till 10 o'clock, you don't come to the house as my child. That is the training I give to my children so that I can control their movement. You know something, you say these black boys, these people that work with darkness, like you said before.
Okay, the men of the night.
The men of the night.
Yeah, well, thank you very much.
You don't know. If you expose your children, they can run into them. Sometimes some of these boys, when they even know that you are
The landlord.
the landlord,
From
you are from
landlord
a well-to-do family, they target you. They know if they touch my son, they have touched me. So I don't expose my children.
But you dey expose yourself. Now the part where I dey talk where you know they get be that you where they come back at that time, you have exposed yourself. And you are not just exposing yourself, because if you say they must open the gate for you, as you dey come at that time, it means say you dey tell us say, well, I expose myself, I'm exposing everybody waiting for my house. What do you mean by that?
Let me ask you one question. Are you the same age with me?
No, you na.
Are you comparing your age with me?
You na ancestor. I don't tell you. Say you are ancient.
So the way I live my life has nothing to do with the way you live your life.
It have something to do, because if it affect you, it will affect me. Now what will they take? As it affect the landlord, it will affect the
so
tenant.
This one that you sack the landlord from the house and expose him to danger.
Let it go back.
That one.
It is good to control one danger than to control plenty danger. You imagine if now only landlord they catch the breaking leg. As the breaking leg, tenant, everybody is okay.
I see your plan.
But if you open it and they break almost a 5 tenant leg, what we go take for that one?
I see your plan.
No, that's not question.
The tenant that has done this thing, that has asked his landlord to go back and sleep outside because he's coming back late, that tenant has an agenda.
Which agenda?
He has another plan for the, I don't know. So you are planning for the landlord to be killed.
Not be to be killed.
Are you part of his inheritance?
Not be part of nothing inheritance. What me, I just stay careful. Say if landlord want to go and kill himself, let it not affect let it not affect the tenants. That's it.
Nenge, from now till tomorrow, say whatever you want to say. I will not agree with you. Tenant has no right to do anything and to give order,
landlord,
to give instruction.
Landlord has no right to give instruction
tenant,
and not to follow it.
Tenant has no right, whatever.
Landlord
in
has
fact,
no right.
Let me tell you, you are lucky that you are not my tenant. If not, after this program, you are going to be safe. Honestly, I will finish the program and take my phone and call the DPO. Or I'll call the area commander, send your boys.
To come and pack me.
I have a suspect. The suspect is right here. In fact, I have not given up yet. I can still do it.
I will
call them to come and carry you. I will tell them that I don't know where you are living, but you are a threat to your landlord. Based on what you have said here, you are a threat to your landlord.
I will do the same thing.
And you will give me your landlord phone number so that I can discuss.
I will give you my landlord phone number. My landlord is a good man.
I will still discuss with him and tell him your intention.
You discuss nothing with him.
I know your intention. Yeah, we discuss.
You discuss nothing with him.
Let me tell you now, conclusively, because I don't want to talk more than this again.
Okay.
Now, I am not telling you alone. I am telling the people outside there. Now, this is a landlord-tenant situation. I don't know your position as you watch me talk like this. I don't know your position. But me, personally, as a landlord, no tenant can dare me to that level. I will never take that kind of nonsense, if we want me to use that word. Because as a tenant, you are my property. Yes, for you to be my tenant, you are my property. Anything happen to you, it's me that will come and ask.
Even you, if something happen to landlord, they go ask tenants. In fact, sometimes they will carry some tenant for questioning. They will say you, they say you and landlord, you they do, I know agree. Now you be prime suspect. You don't sabi that one.
That is why I protect my house. I put a fence, I lock it. I put a law. After 10 o'clock, nobody comes in. Okay. If you must stay outside 10 o'clock, above 10 o'clock, find somewhere and sleep and come back in the morning. That is for security reasons. Then me as a landlord, the owner of the house, who built the house, who owns the house, you want me to go back and return the next day because I am coming late. Nenge, let me ask you finally, maybe as I'm talking, you must have changed your mind. What is your final take on this before I cross it?
Okay, well, for me, Mala Inusa, the truth is, well, everybody get rights. both landlord get right, both the tenant get right. It just be say we go come to consensus, a place of middle where we go get agreement. As a landlord, if you foot to rule, follow the rule. Sometimes because if you come out for night, now zanja the foot the people waiting for your house. So if you dey come like that, get a phone number, you self you go call so that they go come open the gate for you. As a tenant, well, if landlord call, it's good saying down call. Tell him, okay, welcome, open the gate for him, not tell him to go somewhere else. You understand? So it's good say we come to consensus. Everybody gets their right, both landlord and tenants.
Anyway, before I take my final decision, let me tell you this. I appreciate that thing you just say now, that they have to come to a consensus. I like that word.
That's consensus.
So that one person will not be high, another person will not be down the other side. Now, for those of you watching outside there, let me tell you, as a landlord, don't look at me as a wicked landlord. I am me. My opinion is my own. I am entitled to my own. So other landlords can do whatever they want to do. But I believe landlord and tenant relationship is one family. So whatever happens, if your landlord is out, please, you can call the landlord to order instead of driving the landlord to go out and sleep outside. That one is not a good swan thing. Then the landlord too, you that put the law, if you are coming to the house, please tell your people so that you don't come and begin to disturb all the persons. One landlord should not, one behavior of one landlord should not affect all the landlords. Everybody is not the same. I want to appreciate you for being there for us. This is where we want to draw the curtains on today's morning ride. I guess you've been riding with us all through. We wish you all the best. Tomorrow we'll come again to be here with you. Engineer, I still remain Chitio Perenyanko, the typical team man from Boko Dishen, and Mala Inusa is my friend. We will come together and give you more on Morning Ride. Bye from us for now.
I opened two gifts this morning, there were my eyes to see the beauty of sunrise before the sunset. We walked before down and watched the day as it break. Yeah, this is the morning ride. This is the morning ride. Oh, this is the morning ride. This is the